All right. Hello and welcome to the first. All right. Now we're testing to see that it's working. Okay, great. Even though the phone, I turn it off the screen, it seems to be working. All right, so we'll let it go. I don't want to waste digital space. So we'll continue this and also I'll turn it off now. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know, the universe will decide from now, baby. All right. So I think today, oh, that's great. You see, that's a good. All right, that's a good lesson to start from today, because today is the beginning, and so. That, wow, all right, something just hit me. All right, today is the beginning, and so I think it's appropriate to, because one of the reasons for this show, podcast, whatever form it would take, and there's another lesson. We're racking up the lessons, yeah. I feel like the hustler, as in the Paul Newman movie, Pool Player, not the pornographic magazine. Not that there's anything wrong with that, and you should not rob people at pool. You should not misrepresent people. When you're doing things like that, you get yourself in trouble, you get your knuckles broke. But even if not, even if you get away with it, you should not do that. Absolutely. I'm not condoning that manipulation of the pool players. Only thing you should manipulate in the pool is the pool noodle, yeah? The noodle in the pool, by which I mean the toy for children, not any other body parts that might be like noodles in the pool. But hey, you do it, shake what you got, baby. But not the noodle, I don't mean shake that. Anyway, okay. So, today, first episode, Wpss. Hey, welcome to Wpss, the radio station for all your brain, all your needs in your life, just like PSS, but with W for the win. Win PSS, almost redundant, almost repetitive, because PSS itself is the win. So why win for the win? Because too much winning is something we don't comprehend. A brain does not process that information because it is illogical, because so much winning, like Charlie Sheen said, hey, I like to find. That's right. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so so welcome to the first episode of PSS. And I'm recording on, my phone. I was trying different things because I had some technical issues, but it doesn't matter. That's not important. And this is the third lesson. Okay, so the first lesson is that, I'm trying different apps, and then when I chose the app, wanted to see if the phone screen is off. Yeah, does it still continue to record? It would be terrible if I'm talking for a long time, and then I see that it was not recording because I just wanted to keep the phone screen off to conserve the power of the battery, and then I saw that it was working, and instead of stopping and starting again from a new recording file once I did that test, I'm thinking, hey man, why not just go with it, It's okay, don't have to be perfect. So that's lesson number 1. Lesson number 2, I don't remember. But lesson number 3, I don't remember as well. I think it just happened right now. But hey, this is lesson number 4, which in reality is lesson number 2, because I don't remember 2 and 3. So lesson number 2, or lesson number 4, because perhaps I will remember the other lessons later, is just to keep doing, It doesn't matter. Don't be perfect. Don't have to worry about it. Don't have to go back and be perfectionistic, yeah? And think, what was that? I can't believe I forgot it. I have to remember it. No, let's just keep moving forward, guys. So that is one of the lessons. Let's just do it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just do it. Yeah. Do it is probably a song like that. I'm sure there are multiple. I hope I'm not infringing on copyrights. Not to flatter myself that it is so similar. And I don't know if there's a threshold for the amount of time of a song you can use to sample. Anyway, I don't know if this is going to be for profit, so I think it's immaterial. That's right. Genius. So, welcome to WPSS, the first episode. WPSS, bringing you excellence for all of your brain, from everywhere in the world, forever. I don't know about forever, it depends on your technology, memory, decay, right? Yeah, absolutely. Here, decay is a-okay. That's right, we do not get attached to time, yeah? We live in the present, and when at the present there's no decay. Great, they're adorable. Hello, can I pet him? That's friendly. Oh, that one does not sound friendly. Oh, that's okay, I understand, yeah. I get some residual aggression. That's all right. You can give me all your residual aggression. Beautiful. What is the name?
Dublin.
Oh, Dublin. Yeah, can I do my Irish accent?
Yeah.
Yeah, hello from the hills of Killarney. Yeah. Yeah, we go to the boat, and then we try not to get everyone dead, because there are a lot of death in the literature, yeah, for the Irish, yeah. Anyway, thank you so much. Beautiful, great.
Thank you.
Sure. All right. So we are the first guest in the studio. Yes, and as the studio is where I'm walking, technically, they are the guest, and the first guest, PSS. The duo, I don't know the names. Dublin and the other one. She did not tell me, but it's okay, yeah. So anyway, so welcome to PSS, WPSS. It's great radio. So we're going to do daily. We are going to do daily broadcast. From wherever we are. The studio is wherever I am. Yeah, the studio, where are you? Be here now. Yeah, record here now. Where's here? If me it's here, for you it's there. But my there is you're here. Can you hear me now? That's right. All right, so, okay, so we're going to be talking about different things, current events, yeah? And I'm going to be talking about, depending on the technology, and I have to arrange some things. I would love to play some music for you. I don't know what is required or available for me to do to be like, I've always wanted to be like a DJ, radio DJ, calling WPSS. I always wanted to do that, and play records and play and spin the records and play them on the air and take calls and give advice and things like that. Right, at the moment, but I was thinking, that I really want to do that. But then all the other things, and I have some other issues that, I'm dealing with at the moment. And I'm thinking, so part of me is like, well, when it's all ready, when I have the setup and I have the spin tables, WKRP Cincinnati, right? Just like that. But I don't have that, so I don't want to wait till that, because if I wait until I have everything set up and I can spin tables and do all that, and the office and the co-workers and a producer and all that, I feel like if I wait for that, who knows when that will be, And I have a history of having these ideas and then waiting for everything to line up and this to be right and that to be right, and then so many things I don't do. So, fuck it, we have the technology. Pardon my cursing. And this is family-friendly radio. I don't know that that's true, if it's family-friendly. Probably best if you have children or adults who have mentality of children for whatever chemical or traumatic reasons. Definitely listen to the show before you play for them, because I don't know. Even if I will try to, I will do my best not to curse or use foul language or something like that. But, things might slip out, and I don't want to be censoring myself, and also maybe the content, maybe my language is fine. Excuse me if you're uncomfortable with burping. Sometimes, I have digestive issues, and so it's best for you to listen to the whole thing, and then you can decide, because also, even if I'm not cursing at all, there might be subject matter that you're not comfortable with sharing for those who cannot make that decision for themselves responsibly. So it's up to you, you know. I put it in your hands. That's right. That's what she said. I'm just kidding. No, she did not say that. Anyway, you dirty deed. But exactly, therein lies the example. Yeah, for to know if that kind of joke, like the joke with the sexual innuendo, or joke, you know, that's what she said, which is usually, or could be that's what he said. You know, doesn't matter the gender, or that's what they said, right? The point is not who, but what. Yeah, what they're talking about. Right, so the point is that, you know, if you're comfortable with that, you know, but I'll let you decide, because it's too much trouble, and also, if I put it on myself to review it later, that I do anything that's inappropriate, get me in trouble, then, you know, I'll never upload it, because if I listen to it and have to worry about that. Which is the third lesson, or if I remember the others, then the fifth lesson, or sixth by now, I don't know how many I've remembered, or how many I've remembered to forget. Yeah, that's right. So this could be the fifth or sixth lesson is that just do it. Yeah, do it. So anyway, so hopefully we'll be playing songs and for you, you know, and also I definitely want to do a morning show, because I like those morning shows and help, because I think a lot of people, especially because a lot of people are living without the structure and living without, you know, have to get up in the morning, have to go to catch the schedule, catch the train from there for the commute, or have to be at the office at a certain time. I think a lot of people have difficult time getting started in the morning. And I know that when I was younger, I listened to the morning radio programs, really got me out of my funk, you know, and put me right back into the funk, but a better funk it is, that's right. From funk to funk. Funky bad to funky good, that funky Cole Medina, that's right. So I think that would be great. I think especially nowadays, when there's not the external force working on people, to help them get motivated in the morning, get activated. You know, maybe that should be the name of the show, Forcing Function. Yeah, Forcing Function, and also function like a party, right? Because function can also be like a celebration, yeah? They go to a function. So maybe Forcing Function, that could be a good name for something. But anyway, so I'll do morning show, because I always like that, you know, that idea of that show, and also maybe culture arts reviews, yeah, reviews of films and songs and albums and art shows, galleries and restaurant, maybe, or something like that. And yeah, tech corner, you know, or wellness, yeah. Mosquitoes. But I have to learn to not mind the mosquitoes, or at least to mind them, but not to mind with, you know, big M, you know, to notice them and let them go like thoughts, yeah. So, but annoying, but that's, hey, you know, what are mosquitoes, but like, you know, thoughts made manifest, disturbing thoughts, yeah. So maybe it will, if I learn to let my thoughts go, you know, then I will not be bothered by mosquitoes, and vice versa, yeah. Maybe I'll let the mosquitoes go, and then I can let the thoughts go. That's right. Hey, so funny story. Listen, how we're already getting started with a funny story. I guess it's not actually that funny, but it's hey, it's kind of sad actually. We'll begin with a story of death. Yeah, death. I'm not proud of what happened, but it was an interesting. But hey, you know, we don't know. Who are we to label what is good, what is bad, what is good for one person, or a group of people might not be. In fact, might be the opposite for another, for a group of other people. So who's to say what is good or bad? Oh my God, there are a couple of beautiful birds that just flew. I have no idea what they are. I don't know. But it was beautiful. But maybe to honor the life that was lost, I'll pause for a moment, because I imagine walking on the gravel might be hard to hear. So the other day, as in 2 days ago, yeah, let me make sure this is recording. All right, fantastic. So the other day, a couple of days ago, I was drinking a drink, I don't remember, probably some latte. and it was in a to-go cup with a paper cup with a top with a little hole in it for drinking. Yeah. Obviously, no, it's for putting my house keys. I'm just kidding. Do not do that, because I don't want to get in trouble. Why did you say to put the house keys? Because I have a... Yeah, well, you have to be responsible for your household members. I'm not shaming you. I'm just saying that, I don't want to have to worry about every little joke I make and I get a letter. If I talk about, hey, I feel like a balloon today, because I feel bloated or something like that, and someone's like, hey, someone just, tried to inflate themselves with helium and now they've died. And now it's on me. Okay, it's not. So you have to be responsible. And I don't mean that in a harsh way. I know that people can take that in a harsh way, but I'm just saying that it makes it easy, and I feel like at some point you have to draw the line of responsibility, yeah? It's one thing if I go to a house and, I stick a metal spear through someone in your family. Obviously that's my responsibility. I should not do that, yeah? But if I talk about being a spear, because I'm trying to be figurative, and then you say, well, someone took what you say literally, and then, someone in my house was killed. At what point, can I not have to be responsible for that? Because if you're responsible for every conceivable thing that someone does, rational or otherwise, then you'll never be able to do anything, And I don't think that's the world we want to live in, yeah? Anyway, so I was drinking this latte, yeah? And I not really think about it, and I took a little sip, and I had a horrible pain on my lip, yeah, and it was really painful, like a sting. At first, I thought maybe because I think I conflated my lip and my nostril at the moment, because sometimes when you there's a hair or ingrown something, and you get a very sharp pain, yeah. And you will say, how many activities are you doing in that nostril? No, I'm not Cocaine Bear. Or Pickle Bear. No, I'm not doing that either. So it's a very sharp pain, and so I think in my mind, I'm like, oh, there's something in my nose, there's something in my upper lip, because sometimes, my facial hair, something like that. And I realized in my lip, in my sting, I don't know, something I don't want to, identify my appearance for security reasons, but, I did something. And then I realized it felt like I was bit, it stung. And so I look inside, and inside the lid, somehow there was a little insect that was a stinging insect. I don't know if it was a very extremely small, I don't know if it was a bee or a wasp or something like that, but it was a few millimeters. It was really tiny. And it seemed to have been unconscious. It was maybe because of the liquids in there. So I was curious to know what it was in case I have some kind of terrible reaction. I want to know, to be able to identify to the entomologist or something like that, or to the medical professionals if they want to know where the source of it, if I have a bad reaction, so they can know what it was, that will inform, what to do with that sting. But it was so small, it was hard to see what it was. And so I really needed to try out, but it seemed like it was dead, it was drowned, it was not moving at all. And so what I tried to do was, there was a little bit of liquid, like even a drop of liquid, that would illustrate how small this thing was, that it could have drowned in even a drop of liquid. So I used it at the corner of a paper napkin, to remove the water from around it. And so then there was no water there, but it still seemed like it was not moving. But I let it sit there, and so I figured, and so eventually I see it was moving, but now I wanted to be able to, photograph it properly. So I had a bookmark from something that was a card. So I slid it under the lid, and I put some blue tape, which I happen to have attached to another thing. It doesn't matter. And so I sealed it up. And I brought it home later on, and now it was living, it was alive, and so I wanted to keep it contained and not let it go until I could have a chance to properly identify it, just in case. So I figured it was in a thing. There's a little, and I covered the hole through which it must have entered. But there was also a tiny little hole that I have on those caps, so I figured it would have enough air. So I think you know where I'm going with this. So I sealed it up aside from that little air hole, and I brought it home later, and I figured, okay, and I really know you see what I'm going with this. And I thought, well, later I'll take a photo, because to unseal the tape, it was complicated, and really I was just being lazy. Deadly lazy, yeah, dead lazy. And because to photograph it or whatever. And so the next day, I'm ashamed to say it, or maybe it wasn't the next day, but it was much later that day. Either way, it was enough time to pass that the creature had died. And when I opened it up, I felt very bad, because I figured these things are so tiny, and there's enough oxygen there, and probably was enough liquid in there, that these things they survive in all kinds of conditions. There was plenty of space and enough for it to breed. To breed, B-R-E-A-T-H-E. I mean, I guess there would be enough room to breed if there was another one that was compatible, reproductively with it. But the point is that I opened it and it was dead. And it had died, and I felt very bad. And then, of course, it went to my mind, should I feel guilty about this? Should I feel shame? What is life? Does it matter that I feel anything about it, or that I don't? Or should I feel bad, but is it ridiculous for me to feel bad? I mean, how much death is in the world all the time? What's to feel it? It was one of those moments but I guess as the older you get, the more moments you have thinking about life and death, and what is important and what is painful, and where you should put your emotions, and what makes sense to feel anything. And now it was dead. It did not even matter. And should I pay some kind of tribute or homage to it? But there are how many insects die all the time, and just walking across the room, how many things die and are crushed under my foot, and I don't even know. I don't know. But I think because I've been going through emotional difficult things, that I figured, I'm not going to think about this too much. I already have enough that I'm trying to unload from my brain. But it was, I don't remember what we got onto the topic, but anyway, so I wanted to show to be about a bunch of interesting things, and also, information about, I don't know, maybe at some point we'll have guests and, do interviews, and as part of the PSS, we'll obviously incorporate some PSS programming, radio shows, radio dramas. We'll do maybe trailers for PSS upcoming PSS productions. PSS is working on a whole lot of great things. I am not privy to all of it. It seemed like we are siloed to an extent, but I'm sure they have their reasons. But it seems like they're working on films and trailers for shows and things for clients and other projects they're doing, and products that we'll inform you about. Oh, I'm also supposed to say, this show is brought to you by PSS, Product Service Solutions for all your needs in products and services and solutions, even though the name of the company is Solutions, which there's no you, because all we need is you. Anyway, so I'm very excited about this, and also for the next episode I'll announce for the year the calendar, the schedule for the next year. We're excited to announce many great things. We're going to have a festival, like a convention, international convention festival for PSS. We're going to have an award ceremony for many things. We're going to have a formal function. Speaking of the word function, formal dinner with fancy dress. And these things will be available, I think, to the public, some of them. For others, they'll be private. And for others, they'll be, I think, members only. But I don't know. But some more information about the year to come. And also there'll be a PSS tour going across the continental United States, across the country at some point to different locations. And there will be a world tour many things, very ambitious, very excited. I'm not privy to all of it, but I will get some information, and you can rest assured, or do not rest, no more resting. We will rest. Well, I don't know, I shouldn't be judgmental, because some people work very hard and they need rest. So perhaps I'm projecting, because in a certain way I think I've been resting too hard. But rest, so be assured that as I get information, I will pass it along to you, of course assuming that I have permission to do so. I'm not going to just, thoughtlessly do that. And if anyone's listening to this, no, I will not thoughtlessly pass along information. Obviously, I will only pass along information to the public if I am authorized, if I have permission to do that. Anyway, great, and I'm so glad. This was very exciting for the initial Wpss coming live. Although it's not live, it's recorded and I'll upload it. But yeah, very excited, and we'll see you soon. Brought to you by PSS for all your needs, production, product, service, solutions, and we'll also list a bunch of new things coming up, and service and solutions, a trademark perhaps, coming to you that way. And excuse me. All right, I think there's something in the air that is closing my throat. Hey, what a better time, I don't think, to finish the podcast. All right, see you soon. Okay, great.